Hello, this is Clinton and Clinton Classics. We have with us Vrasken Serenthradoth. I hope I said that all right. Aiden.
Hey, you totally mispronounced it, but it's fine.
Excellent. And now we have Brother Davros. Jeff?
I promise no celebrity impressions this session.
All right. We also have Reetin, played by Nathan.
I can't do celebrity impressions. I was like, I'm going to do Christopher. Nope, I can't do it.
And then finally, we have Ullr, played by Connor.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and guarantee some celebrity impressions this episode.
It would help if you signed in. Don't see you on
I
the
am
board.
signed in.
I don't see you on the
Not
board.
into Rollmongers, or the Rise of the Warlords.
Ullr tonight will be played by myself, Christopher Walken.
Oh, wait, I think I'm in the wrong game.
You might be.
That's okay, because Nicolas Cage is here to play your part for you.
Jeff, please stop.
Wow. Oh, dear. All right, so when last we left, there was a incident at the graveyard, and Father Xantus brought you in with the help of Sheriff Hemlock to investigate what occurred here. This break-in happened during the goblin incursion. So this is that late evening. You discovered that there were skeletons in the crypt, and you had just defeated them, some performing better than others. Reetin, you really need to work on how to hit things with your axe. And then
I don't have the luck of the dice, man.
the luck of the dice is not on your side.
Apparently.
If you're suffering from a little bit of performance anxiety or something, there's a pill for that now.
Thanks. Maybe I'll have to borrow some from you.
Oh, he's got a prescription already. Zing!
A prescription pill for better rolling. What you discovered here was one of the crypts, the sarcophagi, had been opened, and there was a robe discarded in the corner. Vrasken had cast Detect Magic, and he noticed that there is magic in the area. And that's where we left off. So he does detect magic within that area.
But we're not aware. He's like, the spell just shows him stuff, right? So
I don't think any of the rest of you have any magical items. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
maybe
so.
a potion of healing, but nothing major.
All right. What do you do with that information, Vrasken? Sorcerer Extreme.
Nothing at the moment.
He doesn't say anything to anyone? He just continues to concentrate?
Yeah. Was that round 2 or round 3 of Detect
take a
Magic?
look. So this would be the second round.
Okay.
What that determines is you determine the number of different magical auras and the power of the most potent aura. So there is only one magical aura, and you need to make a check. And it's going to be a Knowledge Arcana to determine the school of magic involved.
Alrighty. Does 24 beat it?
Yes. You detect faint necromancy.
Interesting.
So that would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Brother Davros, Vrasken can't tell where exactly that magic is located. All he knows is there's one item with faint necromancy within the 60-foot cone.
Yeah, but we didn't see him cast a spell, and he's not like yelling at us, is he?
Ullr and Reetin know he did, and he's concentrating, but you don't.
Right. So I was in here looking around,
Correct?
carefully looking for possibly more disturbances in the undead negative field. Prayers on my lips to Siren Ray. Don't like being under a roof. Holy symbol at the ready, but just not like knocking stuff over, but just the once around the room. You know, dun 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 dun, dun come around the room.
Everything looks like normal, nothing out of place, except for the open sarcophagus here, and then the robe down here, discarded. The headstone that is on the lid of the sarcophagus says Tobin. The name is Tobin.
All right.
Ezekian Tobin.
Gentlemen, I believe all within are now at rest. Come inside.
All right, the sheriff comes inside. This is disturbing.
I can't see.
What do the rest of you do?
Oh, that's better.
I would like to walk in, but it appears as though there is something blocking my character. Aha!
Is there a Reetin in your way?
It might have been that there was a Reetin in my way.
All right. So There's this faintly necromantic magical robe lying on the ground. Second, and more disturbing, is the fact that the sarcophagus that contained Ezekiel Tobin's body has been opened, and it appears as if his remains have been taken. The sheriff says, "I have little knowledge into why these bones have been taken. I wonder if the goblin raid was a distraction, so that this Longshanks, this humanoid with the goblin raid, stole the remains of the town's previous priest." And he's scratching his chin. Do you guys have any insight?
This is a very astute sheriff. I think we should bring him with us everywhere. Wasn't much use in a fight, but now he's gold.
Yeah.
Like, all right. We killed it for you, Sheriff. Now please look around and let us know what's going on.
So he says, I don't believe the townsfolk are in need of any more excitement. So let's keep this to ourselves. The people that should know do.
That sounds ominous.
So you feel like he's being ominous or something?
No.
Yeah, I feel like...
Brother Reetin, he's thinking of the greater good for the populace. There would be panic. This is a time of joy and respect for the church. To know that the dead are rising and have disturbed would ruin everything these people have worked for. It's a kind choice, Sir Dwarf, I assure you.
Thank you for saying so.
I definitely think we should tell people if their relatives are going to be raising from the dead.
Oh, telling the next of kin. Yes, I agree with you.
Well, unfortunately, Ezekiel Tobin had only one kin, and it was his daughter. And she died in the fire along with Ezekiel. But we never recovered her body. It was burned up in the fire.
I feel we should be writing these names down in our journal.
You perhaps should, he says to you. Ezekiel Tobin was the previous religious leader. And then when he died with his daughter in the fire that took out the last chapel during the 5 years ago, there was a latent unpleasantness. I don't know if anyone's kind of mentioned this yet. Does that make sense to anybody? There's a guy named Chopper.
Only in
Never
passing,
heard of it.
Sheriff. Please tell us the whole story. I go sit on a coffin. This is going to be good.
All right. Well, 5 years ago, there was much unpleasantness. We had a series of murders, and it turned out that there was a beloved sculptor. He would wander about the town, bringing out sculptures of birds in the wood of a fence post or a chair leg or something around town. It was a great thing to have a stute. This is the man who pulled these birds out of the wood, and it was a wonderful thing to have a stute. It was incredible work. But it turned out that the stute, this well-trusted man, this beloved man who lived on the other, he lived on a rock right outside of the cove. He was found to be the chopper. He was killing people. We tracked him down to his lair and found heads and body parts, and we quickly put him down. And then just after that, the chapel burned down, bringing down Ezekiel Tobin and his daughter Nuwalia. She was a beautiful girl, touched by the gods. Her hair was completely blonde, and she was unearthly beautiful. She did not take well to this attention. Her father, Ezekiel, wanted the convent for her, but alas, none of it was to be. The fire ended both of their lives.
Because they died.
Yes, they both died. So that is the latent pleasantness.
And now they're coming back to life?
I certainly hope not.
Well, skeletons are coming back, so something's happening here.
Well, what is this robe you found?
No, darling, I can't ask them that. That's too personal. I'm fine. Sheriff, sorry to disturb you. You said Tobin
yes.
is laid. His body is laid here. Am I to presume, pointing at the next one that I'm standing right in front of, this is where his daughter rests? The name isn't right.
No, we did not recover her body. We presumed it was incinerated completely in the fire.
Oh. I stepped back, and I'm ashamed I asked.
So you presumed that it was burned, but you never found the body.
Yes, but there were many other bodies that were, of functionaries and a clergy that we did not find either, that also had passed.
Oh.
So
somebody should grab that robe.
It is evidence. Agreed.
Then pick it up, Sheriff.
Okay, so he...
Yes, sir. You are the town official, and it's against my faith to disturb or desecrate the dead in any fashion. And
or,
I'm fine.
Don't listen to the sorcerer telling everyone don't touch it.
The guy with the big creepy hands. I guess it's a bad sign.
I have to tell you that I am fine with desecrating the dead.
All right. He gives you a quizzical look, but okay. So he picks up the robe. It looks like a normal, dark-colored black robe with some standard-looking silver embroidery. Nothing special about this robe at all. But Vrasken knows different.
Can I make a spellcraft check on it?
Certainly, but you must be able to handle it.
The guy says, "Don't touch it. Ignore this." He picks it up.
And he hands it over to you.
Okay.
So spellcraft check.
Yep, spellcraft check of 18.
Nope, you're just not sure what this is. You didn't succeed on your check.
Figured as much.
It is obviously magical. You know it's magical. You're just not sure what its necromantic purpose is.
Alas, if there was only another caster that had spellcraft.
Or you can recheck when you get another rank. Or you get to a library where you can do a recheck.
Okay, cool.
Is there anyone in town who could help us?
Yes, there's probably plenty.
Well,
I guess we're gonna have to rely on other people.
Yeah, we should go. We should ask the sheriff to go into town and call one of the mages in town or sorcerers in town to take a look at it.
Yes.
Sheriff, there's obviously more going on here, and if you don't wish us to notify the next of kin, because there are none, and not disturb the townsfolk, we'll abide by your wishes. But if you're telling us that this robe wasn't buried with the body, it could possibly be evidence. You should take it into your office and guard it, possibly in a little room that says evidence room, far away from any prying eyes or greedy sorcerers. And we would like to help you possibly investigate, at least I would, investigate this further. Would you join our wayward thrown together band and risk your life beside us throughout the town and educate us about the people so that we don't make another horrible mistake? We could have upset your entire community just by reporting what happened here. I feel we need you at our side, doing nothing during combat and maybe absorbing a couple hits, but, nothing to do with experience points or...
Right, yes, I understand where you're coming from. Fortunately for me, I have a job to do, and you as well. You are now to research this, find out more about what happened here.
Do you wish to deputize us, Sheriff? Stands a little taller.
No.
Oh.
But you are a friend to the law, so...
Well, I'm a friend to the church first. He says, "You understand, Sheriff, and of course to the law and this community."
Ullr would like to walk over to corpses and say something along the lines of, if there is one coffin cracked open, why was there two corpses? You should probably check the rest of these caskets.
Okay.
Okay. The sheriff stands back. I don't think this is a good idea.
I like the way you think, Ullr.
I mean, would you rather have undead minions lying in wait for the next time somebody has to use this, what the hell would you call this? Like, not a catacomb. A sepulcher?
A mausoleum?
Mausoleum, that's a good word for it.
Crypt?
Yes, gentlemen. I agree, but first, before we disturb the dead any further, a quick prayer. Join me in a prayer to Sarenrae that nothing pops up and gives us undue experience points.
The sheriff gives you a silent nod.
All right. A quick prayer on my lips to Sarenrae, forgiving us for disturbing the dead. O Sarenrae, even though we are not in the light of your son, forgive these dwarven and half-orc, half-breed fools for disturbing the dead today. Your servant oversees their actions and will make sure that no transgressions in your name are committed. Smile and wave them on to, start desecrating.
All right, I've got the one on the left.
I'll get the one next to me. That's fine.
I love how Reed totally forgets about the insult I just handed him as like some kind of unbeliever infidel. It's like, there you go, boys.
I really am surprised that you guys don't value safety. Like, back in the Belskin monasteries, if like a hobgoblin raid or something like that were to happen, you don't relax until every corner is checked out, That's it's silly.
Well, that's why I went in first. Gave the all clear.
I thought I went in first.
I don't know. When we geared up the map, I was standing in the middle of the room. You were cowering behind a door with a short dwarf that can't hit anything.
Yeah. Wait.
All right. So Reetin and Ullr, I'd like a strength check.
Okay.
Aiden, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to hand the...
I cannot roll.
hand the robe back to the sheriff. Tell him to be careful with it because it does have magical properties, but I'm not able to determine what they are at this time. And then I'm going to step to the side out of view.
Okay. Reetin, you struggle mightily with the sarcophagi lid, and it does not budge. Ullr, same thing. You move it an inch, but it doesn't want to move any further, Ullr. So the two of you are struggling.
Well, hey,
Ullr.
Yeah, Ullr takes a 5-foot step and proposes that he is Reetin with opening his before moving onward.
That's what I was going to say. Move out of the way, Brother Davros.
Please move aside, brother.
We'll get this one on the bottom first. How's
Oh,
that?
yeah, that works too. All right,
Strength
Nathan,
check.
do you know how assist? One of us.
No.
The way assisting works in Pathfinder is one person needs to lead, the other follows. I would propose that I be the one to lead, but that's only
you do
because
that.
I'm a big orc. I don't think we're gonna do it though.
After much struggling, not as much is gained. A 3 and a 9 is rolled.
Could you help them? I believe up to
Yeah,
you can
that's-
stack 3 people on any project, according to.
He actually backs up and says, "I'm not sure that I want to be involved with any of this part." So
Hey, Vrasken, you want to help us
nervously
desecrate some
backing away.
corpses?
Well, wasn't Brother Davros the one that won the strength contest earlier? You should be
That's
the
a
one
good
going for
point.
it.
That's a good
That's
point.
true.
All right.
A scream of a little girl comes from here, and then sounds like it runs through the what do you call this, crypt?
I'm out.
A scream of a little girl just screams, "Rah!" and it sounds like it's running out of it.
I'd like to think that was Brother Davros who was screaming.
No, I was the second
After the
scream.
scream.
I'm out. It's gone. See ya. One lady ghost in my life is far too much. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Everyone does hear that.
Huh. I think I'm out too, actually.
Okay, this place is
I
haunted.
just-
Apparently,
I still feel like it's foolish not to make sure that we're not gonna have more undead throughout the night. Like, could we at least get someone who's a little holier than the bunch of vows to see if we can't consecrate this place a little more?
I'm out.
all right. Do you guys want to continue trying to open these sarcophagi?
I would be fine with that if you are Ullr, because, you know,
All right.
I
That's
think
a
it's
good
the
idea.
smart thing to do.
it is. Well, does anyone want to offer a helping hand to open the sarcophagi?
My suggestion is Reetin assists Ullr. So all you have to do is get a 10.
That is a natural 1.
Okay, it's not going to work this time. He
What?
only adds +2.
Oh, even though I got 20?
Here's what I propose. Why don't we send Sheriff Hemlock and maybe like Brother Davros into town to report this appropriately. Myself, Reetin, and Vrasken can stay behind and make sure that everything's safe. If it's not safe, the 3 of us will leave, 2 of us will bar the door, 1 of you will go get a guard.
That sounds like a very rational idea.
Vrasken all the time is just laughing his head off.
Would you say taking a 20 would suffice for the 3?
I would. Taking a 20 would be a perfect thing to do. A couple of minutes of work, the 2 of you lift up the lid, and the very putrid smell of death reeks forward. And you can see inside the skeletal remains of a regular Joe, a person. Looks like the long dead remains of whoever was supposed to be in there.
Body is at rest. It's not reacting to our presence.
It is not reacting to your presence.
Good. Let's seal this coffin and go to the next one.
You replicate your work. You've lifted all of the coffins, and the remaining bodies apparently are undisturbed. It is only Ezekiel Tobin's body that has been removed.
And this one coffin held both of those bodies?
This coffin, no, each coffin only holds 1.
Then why were there 2
Why were there
skeletons in
2
front?
skeletons?
That's a great question. You have not satisfactorily answered that one yet.
I wonder
Okay.
what would happen if we put the robe on one of the corpses.
I mean, I'm willing to go through every option, but that sounds like a little overkill. Sounds like you've been reading too many comics.
Probably.
Mr. DM, man, I would like to roll
Yes.
survival, look for, footprints or signs of intrusion. I see that we
Okay.
obviously have some footprints down here that I think we already checked out last episode, but I really don't recall. I would like to look for more of those sorts of clues.
Go ahead and
Right.
give me a survival check as you
The
search
5.
around. Oh, that's the 5 down there? Okay.
That's it.
You can see footprints, but they're so muddy and so splotched that you can't really tell what's going on, except most of the footprints were located at Ezekiel Tobin's sarcophagus.
But I'll turn over to Reetin and Vrasken, kind of like in a huddle up motion, and I'll be like, what do we know about what's going on here? We have Ezekiel Tobin, the previous religious leader of Sandpoint. I can never imagine a man of the cloth having enemies, right?
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
His daughter was pretty hot. Then she got really hot when she died in the fire of the church. I'm going off what we got here. You guys have any ideas?
Any
Maybe
idea?
we should go back in town and find more about Ezekiel and Valia.
Yeah, where was that fire?
That was the old church, the one that they just rebuilt.
So are we going back into town, Ullr?
Yeah, I feel like what is this behind me before we go? I've been kind of eyeing it and I haven't really checked it out yet, and maybe that's where the scream came from.
It's a basin of water for cleansing rituals. It's just a small
Okay.
basin where you would pour water. It's currently dry.
I'm gonna go outside and be like, "Hey, Vrasken, did you happen to hear a little scream and a girl go by, like run by? Is that just me?"
I think that was Brother Davros.
Okay, because I didn't know if it was just everyone inside the room or if it actually exited the room.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay. No worries. Nothing really big happened.
I would like a bluff check from Vrasken and a sense motive from Reetin, please.
Sense motive? Okay.
Please. Reetin, I think you're going to believe anything Vrasken tells you at this moment. We'll see. He got marginally better, but so his poorly told lie was believed by you wholeheartedly.
Okay, good. Yeah. That's great. That's great. All right. No little girl screaming by. Still think you're evil.
I wouldn't use the term evil. Just motivated in directions that not everyone agrees with.
Uh-huh.
It's a clear difference, really.
You know, the funny thing is I have extra points into sense motive, too.
Yeah, I know. Your rolls are stellar today.
The whole time. Just awesome.
This is just going to be so much fun for me. So this encounter has ended. There's not much more to find here as far as you can tell. The robe is now in the hands of Sheriff Hemlock, who takes it back and he escorts you back out of the grounds, goes into the church, meets with Father Tobin, and then they have a separate discussion off to the side while you guys wait near the front door. He hands the robe over to Father Xantus, and Xantus casts a spell, and he says something to the sheriff, and the sheriff nods, and then he returns to you. The sheriff says, Father Xantus cast detect magic and determined that this robe is indeed necromantic, and he believes it to be a robe of the bones. Perhaps that is where the skeletons came from.
Wow, he's a way better sorcerer than Vrasken.
Yeah, perhaps.
So it's a robe of the bones. Do we have any information on where it could have came from? Anything like that?
Well, he
Any
says
way to
that
track down who was the necromancer?
No, but a robe of the bones has many different patches on them that they can peel off and throw down, and it becomes zombies and skeletons and various things. But when all the patches are gone, it no longer functions.
So are all the patches gone now?
Apparently so.
Okay, should we set it on fire?
There's no need for that.
Okay.
It is just
saying, destroy the evil necromancy robe. Just a thought.
It in and of itself is not evil. How it has been used has been considered evil.
I would say that an item can be neither good nor evil, but that'd be a crock of bullshit because items can totally have an alignment. Probably has a neutral
There are
alignment.
items of goodness and evil in this world, but I do not know if this one is one of those items. I'm a sheriff. What do I know?
As such, if you don't mind, if we have no more use for it, I'll take it.
Of course you will.
Yeah, who needs evidence?
It shall be in your care, and he hands it to you.
Dope.
So you have a robe of bones with no patches on it.
Okay.
Its only magical effect now is faint necromancy.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of appropriate. You know, if we go into a town once and someone's like, that guy's a necromancer, I'm totally not being friends with you anymore.
What makes you think that we're friends now?
We punched some goblins, and then
Together.
I punched some goblins. I'd like to think he punched some goblins, but it was mostly me doing the punching.
I got hit by goblins.
Yeah, he was punched by goblins, but there was punching involved.
All right. So as you're having this conversation as you head back to the Red Dragon or the Rusty Dragon, and you get in, Amiko's just about ready to close down the bar and waves you in. And one last drink, friends?
Yes.
So she gives you your favorite drinks. You guys have a good evening as you go down into your respective rooms.
Guys?
Oh, we each get our own room?
Yes. Each of you get your own room.
Guys?
I thought I was going to have to bunk with Ullr.
Where's Brother Davros?
Hello?
Oh, I would have pulled him with me.
I'd go back to the mausoleum. Hey, guys? Guys? Hello?
Don't worry. That's just a scream of a little girl. It's fine.
That wasn't you, Brother Devin?
Vrasken comes and gets me. It's fine.
Yeah. As I'm doing that, I'll talk to him, or I'll be whispering to him afterwards. Next time, don't bet against me.
All right. So the next morning, everyone wakes up refreshed. What's the plan today?
So where are we going, boys?
We're down here at right across from the Goblin Squash Stables. And, what are you guys going to do today?
Wake up early, do his Tai Chi routine, get coffee in him. I was thinking if I wake up early enough before anyone else, I was told there was a lighthouse that I would like to down.
Ah, yes, the old light up here at the north end.
So I'm not sure how you are about small-time RPG, but that's my proposal. Thinking about the events of the last 24 hours.
Okay. What does that exactly look like?
It's doing Tai Chi, contemplating motives, and
So that's your morning routine?
yes.
Okay. Anybody else have a morning routine?
Waking up and getting a pint of ale.
Okay. That is Reetin's routine. What about the spellcasters? Brother Davros?
Face east, the rising sun, possibly outside or a rooftop, or at least a big open window. Kneel and do morning prayers.
So you're up early. Okay.
Yes.
Early to bed,
Well,
early to rise.
the generic 8 hours a caster needs of rest before the spells of the prayers make sense, but yes.
Yeah, got it. And then Vrasken?
Kind of a similar thing, making sure that I rest long enough to get all my spells back, but after that, just kind of wandering the water side.
Okay. So as you're wandering the water side, you see that same blushing redhead giggling and looking at you. And as you left your room, something was left outside your door. It looks like baked biscuits with no note.
Interesting.
You're welcome.
Oh, I hope that plays for a while. 3 weeks of that kind of attention, and he finally asked the redhead out. She's like, "What are you talking about?" And the dwarf's like, "Oh, please!"
Reetin watching behind a tree. Feels the immediate heartbreak.
First the nobleman, now our own dwarf. Dude, you're a player, man. The women just giggle at you and leave, but these guys are into you.
Yeah. So what would you like to do today? Now that your morning routine is over, are there things to purchase? Are there things to research?
Does this new library, or cathedral, does the new cathedral have a library that might have documents such as city records? I'd like to do a little bit more on our friend Ezekiel.
So that would be more like you're going to just go through the town, asking questions of people, getting a feel if there's some research to be done, and then you can roll a diplomacy check, and we'll figure out how long that takes for you. Okay?
I can give you a diplomacy.
You roll
I got
a
a one.
No one wants to talk to you about the late unpleasantness. Nobody wants to even talk about it. They want to talk about the recent goblin fight. They want to hear your side of the story about how you were such a hero and how you saved everyone.
Anybody who wants to ask questions, I will take the time to give a well-thought-out answer to.
Vrasken, what do you want to do today?
Well, I'm going to take that basket of biscuits and just kind of continue wandering around the town, eating those.
Is there any purpose to your wandering, or are you just wanting to look around?
Just kind of getting the lay of the land. Maybe eventually go to some sort of library to do a bit of research, or a bit more research on this robe of bones to see if there's any way of like recharging it, so to speak. But besides that, just kind of wandering.
Sure. There might be Madame Vashti might be able to help you out. Maybe Bottled Solutions. That sounds like a place that deals in magic and might have information about magic. The general store probably doesn't. Maybe the House of Blue Stones. That might be a place that has some knowledge.
Let's start at Vashti's.
Madame Vashti. All right. Madame Vashti. Although from outside, this appears to be an ancient, decrepit manor house with several rooms, only one person lives in this old building, ancient and mysterious Niska Mavashti. Old even when Sandpoint was founded decades ago, Madame Mavashti, as she prefers to be called, is a Varisian historian and seer, part of a long tradition of oracles in her family. As with many seers, the current age's unexpected departures from established prophecies have left her with a lifelong sense of brooding worry. She performs most of her readings with tarot cards and carved bones, but seems only very rarely to enjoy casting her predictions. Madame Vashti had long complained that the yearly travels of her extended family hurt her bones, and when Sandpoint was founded, as part of the accord with the Sandpoint Mercantile League, the local Varisians demanded a large manor house be built for the respected elder. When she passed away, the house was to revert to the town property, but Madame Vashti has proven exceptionally tenacious and long-lived. She survives primarily on support and volunteer help from local Varisians, and her only daughter, Koya Mavashti, although she spits and curses at those she knows belong to the Sharni, is very helpful to support the local Varisians. Druids from the hinterlands make weekly visits to her home, often helping her along on the long walks she still enjoys in the nearby countryside. All of this information is kind of like common knowledge to those who just ask a few basic questions about this person.
Cool.
So she's a fairly accomplished, venerable mystery seer, and yeah, she should know a lot about history and what's going on.
All right, sounds good. Then I'm going to head inside.
So you knock on the door and enter. You hear from inside an old woman's voice.
Okay, I'm going to open up the door.
The door opens and you can hear the bell ring, and inside you see rich tapestries and curtains overflowing, and everything's very soft. And you see a table with a classic crystal orb sitting on the table and 2 chairs. You see an old woman seated in one of them, turns to you and says, "What do you want?" as she grimaces at you.
Madam, I seek your knowledge about this here cloak. I acquired it recently, and I have found it to be a cloak of bones.
Yes, I concur.
Now, I was curious, is there any way of recharging it, so to speak? Getting new patches for new skeletons?
Yes, it should be a simple matter of re-embroidering the various figures that normally belong on such a robe, but you must get each one correct.
What happens if I don't get them correct?
Yeah, you will fail to bring out the magic. You must know how to craft wondrous items. That is something you must master.
All right.
Is there someone clicking outside? What is that noise?
Not sure. I don't know.
At that time, the town is enveloped in a locust swarm, all clicking in unison.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. How can I repay you for your information?
A single gold coin shall suffice for this very, very basic information. Thank you.
Of course.
She quickly grabs it up as you lay it on the table. Barely has a second before when it landed, before she grabbed it, and it disappears into a pouch. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you know of a young red-headed woman that lives in the town?
Yes, I do. I suppose you mean Shayless Vinder. Mm-hmm.
Possibly. I do not know of her name.
Well, Shayless, certainly an attractive young woman, but it's her older sister who's been in the gossip lately. Rumor holds that Katrine Vinder has been shacking up with one of the workers at the lumber mill, and her overly protective father's been up in arms about it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And where might I find them?
Oh, at the general store.
Alrighty. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome, kind sir. You have a dark aura about you. Something in your past. Never mind. Off you go.
I guess those biscuits happily munching didn't help with your dark aura there, dude.
That's fine.
Okay, there we go. General store. Near the Tarandarok Academy. Anyone else? Reetin.
Yeah.
You've finished your breakfast beer or 10.
Yeah.
And now
I can handle up to 36, okay?
Yes, you can. So you've got your breakfast down. You're feeling nice and loose. Where do you want to go now? You have a whole little city to explore.
I'm still curious about that robe and the coffin being opened. So
Okay.
I would like to go to the church that was recently just built and poke around there asking if anyone has any information on Eskaden Tobin.
Eskaden Tobin, yes. I think at this moment, Brother Davros is
I'm already there.
standing. Okay.
Waiting. Go see my entire backstory is to go see the cathedral, and I get scooped by the dwarf who had 10 breakfasts. That was a hell of a long prayer session. I slept in, waiting to get.
How about I go there and I run into you?
Sure. No,
Absolutely.
I'm just teasing him. It's fine.
Do you have any things that you want to take care of before Reetin arrives?
I wanted to go inspect the glorious new Sandpoint Cathedral, check out all the 6 wings and stuff, and take it all in before actually starting investigation, asking about the fire and the previous one, which I think I'd want, at least some of my comrades around. So right now I'm just playing tourist and buddying up with Father Xantos.
Okay. So Father Xantos is very happy that he's got this traveling clergyman who's interested in Sarenrae, and he doesn't currently have any Sarenrae acolytes. So he's eager to pick your brain about what you know about Sarenrae and how she fits into the greater pantheon of the 6 presented here.
And then Reetin walks in, pint in hand.
Yep.
Before I begin my lecture on the 12 solar pages of Sarenrae, and then he goes,
hey, Brother Davros, how's it going?
Oh. He's got bits of cobble pie beer in his beard that some woman passing by the grocer's hall stuffed into his hands, saying he's just too thin, needs to eat more, and then shuffles him on his way. So he's got this pie that he ended up.
Father Xantos, that reminds me. We'd learned from the sheriff that 5 years ago, the original chapel burned to the ground?
Yes.
Could we go someplace private and speak about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. Come along. And he brings you back into a small little functory room.
Unless he leads us downstairs. There's no way I'm going to any kind of basement level without full party. Just saying.
No.
Just saying.
It's just a side room.
Okay.
So we know that Father Tobin has his body's been taken. Yes. This is dire news. Well, what do you want to know about the late unpleasantness? Is it about the fire? Is it about Chopper?
Yeah. So we found a robe that had slight necromancy on it. Do you happen to know anyone in town or nearby that would have experience with necromancy?
Oh, no, of course not. No upstanding citizen of Sandpoint would be... No, that would be a terrible thing.
I'm not asking about upstanding citizens.
Well, they would have to be reasonably wealthy if they were to practice the necromantic arts, because those are rare and expensive dabblings, as my understanding is. Has there been any rumors in the last 5 years about what caused the fire, or shall we say family feuds or disgruntlement? What about the former clergy? How did you come to your position, Father Xantos? Father Tobin, how long had he held his position?
Oh, many years. He was the lifelong leader of the religious here in Sandpoint.
Did you tutelage under him?
I did. I was his second. He was very, very good to this church and to this town. And his beautiful daughter, Nualia, such a tragedy it all was.
I understand that the fire incinerated many bodies and few were left to rest.
Correct. And then when Chopper happened, all of us, we don't even hardly want to talk about it.
We're sorry if it's difficult for you, Father Xantos, but we must learn everything to get to the bottom. Has the sheriff filled you in on exactly what we encountered late last night?
Yes, he did tell me that he found 2 skeletons and this robe, and then Father Ezekiel Tobin's remains have been absconded with, and that there were goblins and some human-sized person, some Longshank, as the goblins call us.
Yes, we believe there might be some connection, but something to do with the town's past. My primary concern, obviously, you must understand, is laying the dead, returning the dead back to rest. It is Sarenrae's wish that these abominations not be left to roam and plague the townspeople at night. So we'd ask you humbly, one priest to a young acolyte, could you tell us everything that you know about?
I really would prefer to look ahead to brighter times.
Okay, well, how about diplomacy? I'm gonna start mimicking his actions and tilting my head to the left so he does in an anime fashion, and possibly use some diplomacy. If that doesn't work, we have the dwarf for intimidation. But...
My intimidation is -1.
Oh, just stand there and
I can't roll. I can't roll to save
clean
my
your
life.
beard, buddy. You're embarrassing me. You don't look frightening at all.
If you want intimidation, you want Vrasken.
Yeah.
+2 to my diplomacy, so the first roll 14 is what I'm after there.
14. Okay. Well, he's He really doesn't want to talk about, because it was just so terrible. You can get that he doesn't really know much about it other than that a month after the murder, Chopper was slain. A terrible fire struck Sandpoint. The fire started in the Sandpoint Chapel and spread quickly. As the town rallied to save the church, the inferno expanded, consuming the North Coast stables, the White Deer Inn, and 3 other homes, in fact. In the end, the church burnt to the ground, leaving the town's beloved priest Zakian Tobin and his beautiful adopted daughter Noalia dead.
Adopted, you said?
Yeah, adopted.
Oh, yes. Yes, she was Azamar. Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
You do not know what an Azamar is?
I'm waiting for the DM to ask for some sort of check.
Knowledge local.
Knowledge planes?
Local.
I haven't
because
either.
they are. Yeah.
All ASMR only exist in Sandpoint.
I haven't got out of the Force much. You know, Crying Leaf is a crying shame that we have some books to read about religion and the occasional woman that'll leave you and you're convinced yourself that she's still with you. But, you know, worldly people, some of us are not. So sorry, no local, no planes.
Well, you can try to take a 10. And I think Azamar are common knowledge.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. Anyone can make this standard check. Ullr, do you want to wander in as part of your trying
Investigations?
to figure out... investigations? Yeah, sure.
At this time, I'll walk into the cathedral with an acolyte in hand, and I'll be talking about Karada, the deity that I worship, the leader of the plane of Nirvana, as it were.
Brother Ullr, please unhand and put that acolyte down. I'm sure he's fascinated with your conversation.
Does he really look fascinated?
I don't know.
No,
Are you actually like holding him at arm's length, like 2 feet off the ground, walking in?
I was thinking more like, you know, an arm around the shoulder or something.
Oh,
but...
I see. Sorry.
He looks like he's being very neutral, allowing you to do so because you're a local celebrity, but he himself is not really following what you're saying because they're all crazy talk from Belkton. But anyway, that's your hunch.
Well,
all right, what did we get here? Brother Davros 50. Okay, so what else?
I rolled a 6.
A 6. So yeah, but Brother Davros, you do know what a Azamar is. Ullr, you've also heard the term Azamar. And what it means is Azamar are God-touched children. They are celestial touched. They have usually very remarkable features, either platinum blonde hair, beautiful features. They tend to be wise and very connected to the other planes and the celestial workings. They tend to fall into the careers of priesthoods or paladins, generally prettier than they should be.
Yeah.
Okay. So Father Xantus says, yes, early upon her finding Noalia's childhood was lonely and sad. Her unearthly beauty made the other children either jealous or shy, and many of them took to playing cruel jokes on her. The adults in town weren't much any better. Many of the superstitious Versians viewed Noalia as blessed by Desna, a sort of reverse deformity. Rumors that her touch or proximity would cure warts and rashes, that locks of her hair brewed into tea could increase fertility, and that her voice could drive out evil spirits led to a succession of awkward and humiliating requests over the years. Poor Noalia felt more like a freak than a young girl by the time she came to age. Well, and then so she fell into the arms of a local Verisian youth when he courted her.
Who is the youth?
His name was Delic Viscanta. Let me.
How would you spell that?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
So Delic, eh?
Let me write it for you.
Is he still in town?
No, unfortunately, Delic absconded, off with his Verisian friends on a caravan. Knowing her father would not approve of a relationship with a Verisian, he wanted her to remain pure so she could join a prestigious convent, as so he told me. They kept their affair secret, but it came out later that she became with child, and I know Zakian was very disappointed in her. It was such a tragedy that shortly thereafter they both died in the fire.
Yeah, both.
Yes, both of them. We never found her body.
Yeah, never found her body.
But with the state of the city as it was, nothing could have survived. And that's all he wants to talk about.
That's terrible.
That's all he wants to talk about. Could he possibly be holding something back? Could I sense motive?
Certainly, brother. Okay, so you're both rolling sense motives. Ullr, do you want to roll a sense motive too, since you're there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Brother Davros, you think everything's above board with this guy.
Yes.
Brother Santis is just telling the straight up truth.
Yes, why would he lie to a fellow clergyman acolyte?
But Reetin and Ullr, you get the sense that maybe something he's holding back. Definitely Ullr. Absolutely. Reetin, you just get a slight sense, but Ullr, absolutely. In the core of your heart, you know he's got more of a story to tell, but he's not wanting to talk about it.
That's right. A priest will never lie to a beautiful young man. I'm certain of this.
I'm going to look over at Brother Davros and be like, yeah, he totally believes this guy. And then I'll look over at Ullr and be like, hey, so do you think something's weird with this guy?
Well, in Belskin we have a word for those who tell lies or try to mislead. Belok. And it means, if you directly translate it, dishonest coward.
Oh, huh. I wonder, I know you're a monk, but are you okay at intimidating people?
I mean, if you were asking me for some sort of, dice equivalent, then I would have to say no. But I certainly am up for the challenge of being able to sit down and peacefully coerce the fact that we need this extra information.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Right.
There's a word. There's also a word in Elvish we have, talas. It means tactless. And I point to Father Xantos is right here listening to you guys going, do you trust this guy? I don't fucking trust this guy. I can't trust this guy. Alok, he's a coward. Get the brand down.
Yeah, he's looking at both of you with his arms crossed, with his head askance, going, really? These people are saying this in front of me?
Yeah, we
forgot the 5-foot step. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, tell us.
And I have no intention of saying anything behind anyone's back.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, you didn't start it. He was just explaining his position, but I love the dwarf, right? Yeah. Connor's got no shame. He's like, yes, we have a word for that, by the way.
Father Xantis says, I appreciate your honesty. You're right. I am holding things back, but they're private, and I'd rather not discuss it at this time. Father, I hope you understand.
I hope you understand, Father Xantos, the real threat of the dead walking in your town at night. Surely personal shame, 5 years old from any family that remains secret, could not harm the reputation of a town. And even if it does, surely the safety of your citizens is more important, especially because, and I kind of point in the direction of the wall of the actual boneyard, it is our cathedral's boneyard where the dead has begun to rise. I do apologize for my friends and to press you on this matter, but if you won't speak of it, would you possibly direct us to someone who should? My concern is only for the safety of all those under Sarenrae's light.
This has been buried. This is all in the past. The cathedral burned up, and with it, its sins. Let us work towards the future. And he starts going that track. He says, whatever you guys do, hopefully it doesn't come back to poor Ezekiel and Tobin. He was such a good man. I'd hate to, no. I cannot believe something bad would happen. It could be even worse than what's happened already. No. So he's kind of walled up.
I'm going to roll an intimidate check.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
I would like to urge you, this is not the path we need to go down, Brother Barbarian.
Yes, I'll back him.
Brother Barbarian. I'm just trying to get him to tell the truth because we have necromancers.
Yes, and we
breaking up people from the dead.
We took the high road, brother. If you start intimidating the priest on holy ground as a fellow cleric, I'm going to be the worst, least of your problems in your face.
It's okay. My intimidate does not work.
I would like to try
this diplomacy, apparently.
Okay, we have one last chance here, Brother Davros. So far, Reetin has insulted the priest by trying to intimidate him to tell the truth. Ullr tried to smooth things over, just insulting him further. He's seconds away from throwing you all out, and he does so on your ears.
Diplomacy of 8, I just rolled.
Yes.
Fed up with arguing and pushing him for questions.
Yes, he is done with this conversation. You have kind of alienated Father Xantos for the moment, and all of you are out finding yourself out on the front door.
Yeah, Vrasken's walking by, pleased with his biscuits and all the information he politely gained 5 minutes ago when we get tossed out of the cathedral.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm practically in tears. I quested to come here and as a scholar about all the faiths, and I got tossed out because of this freaking dwarf.
Vrasken, you arrive to the front steps of the church, eating your biscuits, the last of it, and lovingly made. You can just tell. And you see the three getting tossed out of the cathedral, and a very angry Father Xantis say, "Find out what's going on and don't come back until you do," kind of thing.
And I'm going to stand up and be like, I don't know what his problem is. I don't get it.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So how'd your quest go, Vrasken?
It went well. Found out information I needed.
Where'd you get the biscuits?
Vrasken has no more biscuits.
I thought you made them.
Ullr walks fairly close to Vrasken and starts like diverging what little he's learned today. It's mostly been people coming up and being like, "You're the tallest person ever. You really punched goblins."
Exactly.
And,
Lots of that.
I'm just
Lots of that.
and I'm thinking, maybe if you wanted to share some of what the town has given you, I think it would be just peachy, very
Do you
appropriate.
think that someone you all have deemed evil would share his biscuits with you?
Hey, I'm the only one that said you were evil.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being thrown under a blanket that I have nothing to do
Yeah,
with.
you're evil? Is this true?
I played along with your joke. If anything, you should be like broing down with me.
Just take the rest of them.
Say no more.
He just hands the basket over.
And with
Wait, I want some evil biscuits too.
With a mouthful of biscuit, Ullr will point back to the graveyard and say, "We should probably check those footprints next. Come on, guys, follow me."
And with that, we are going to pick it up next time. Thanks for everyone for playing, and this has been Clinton's Core Classics on the Rollmongers podcast. Thanks everyone for joining us. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
I'm so ashamed to think of inspecting the graveyard during the daytime when my god is at her height. I'm so ashamed.